Hey everyone, it's Yumi here. Couple things. First of all, I know it's weird, I'm not wearing makeup. It's like 3 in the morning, and I didn't want to put makeup on, so this is what you get. Also, I re-dyed my hair. Yes, I did this myself. All by myself. It took like 4 hours. It was a good time though. So yeah, that's that. And my ways to tell if you're a witch slash in my ways to tell if you're a witch slash natural born witch video, I mentioned a little jar that actually my girlfriend suggested that I do. I just had a cool thought that maybe it would be interesting to just record me drawing the topic. I'm going to draw a topic for technically today's video because it's 3 in the morning and I'm not going to record it right now, but from this point on, I really apologize if the camera angle is really shaky. I'm holding the camera rather than having it on a tripod. So yeah, this is me picking a topic. I folded them up really well so they wouldn't stick together. We're gonna go with this one. What is it? Pendulum stuff for beginners. I was drunk when I made these, so my spelling is probably awful, but my spelling is awful anyway. Alright, today's topic. Pendulum stuff for beginners. Might help if I hold it right side up. So I'm sorry. Probably gonna do a few basic readings for you, just so you get an idea of what it is and how they work. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. As I stated in the previous little clip, we are going to be doing stuff about pendulums for beginners. You saw me draw this topic and it's super exciting, and so we're going to get right into it. Most of this video is going to be from a tabletop point of view. First, I'm going to basically explain what a pendulum is and how to use it. I'm going to put up some pictures of some basic pendulums that I found on Google. Alright, so on that first picture that you saw, it was 8 different pendulum weights, which is this part of the pendulum. But there are 8 different weights in that picture, and what the weight is basically the thing that gives it the momentum to swing back and forth. The article that I found, it describes pendulum as anything that is attached a weight of like 3 ounces, I think is what it says. You can buy pendulums at any New Age store, but any weight suspended on cord or chain will act as an impromptu pendulum. Choose something that weighs at least 3 ounces and attach it to 4 to 6 inches of cord. Mine is a little bit longer than 6 inches. I'm going to say it's probably like 7 or 8 inches long. This, I have absolutely no idea how much it weighs. It's kind of heavy. It's black onyx, so it's kind of heavy, but it's not a big deal. It's not too bad. So that is what a pendulum is. You can use anything as a pendulum. Honestly, I could use this as a pendulum if I really wanted to. It's really light. It's a beer bottle cap. But I definitely could. I could use this amethyst as a pendulum if I wanted to. Like, I could use pretty much any necklace that I own as a pendulum, because this is at least 4 inches of chain. And all you have to do is let it swing. So anything really will work as a pendulum. So now that we've talked about that, and I've talked about my pendulum, we're going to get into the tabletop view. I'm going to show you how to use it, kind of what to do. I'm actually going to make not a super cool one, but I'm going to use some notebook paper and make a pendulum board for you guys. And when that comes up, I'm going to flash some images on the screen and talk about them for just a second. but as you saw in the pictures that I showed you just a second ago, there's lots of different kinds of pendulums that you can get. This is a really simple one. I've seen ones that are, as with the first picture of pendulums that I showed you, there was one that was layered, and it had a whole bunch of different colors. I've found ones that are layered like that, and then on the end here they have little stones. Like this one has a little bead, but they have little beads that symbolize all of the colors of the chakras. So chakra pendulum reads or pendulum help, then that could definitely work and could be really cool. But yeah, so without further ado, let's move to tabletop view and we will begin this process of talking about it. We're back to the tabletop view, which I've shown you, I think, a couple times now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to light these candles here. And you can probably hear the music playing in the background. It just kind of helps me get into the mindset of doing reads of any kind. I do this when I do tarot card readings. I do this when I meditate. There we go. So how you use a pendulum, it's really simple. On this website it tells you some basic steps, so we're going to go over them really quickly and set it up. Okay, so what it says to do is to hold the cord between the thumb and first finger of your right hand if you're right-handed. Use your left if you're left-handed. Rest your elbow on a table and allow the pendulum to swing freely an inch or so above the surface of the table. Stop the movement of the weight with your free hand. Then ask the pendulum to move in a direction that means yes. The pendulum may start moving immediately, or it might take a while to indicate a positive response. Once it starts, it will either move from side to side, backwards and forwards, or rotate in clockwise and counterclockwise direction. Once the pendulum has indicated yes, stop it again and then ask it to indicate no. Follow this by asking for I don't know and I don't want to answer responses. Now you can ask the pendulum questions that can be answered with these 4 movements. Say it by asking the pendulum questions start by asking the pendulum questions that you already know the answer to. You might ask it if you are male. You will get yes answer if you are, and no response if you are not. Ask it if you live at the current address. Should reply positively. So we're gonna do that real quick. First of all, here it is. I'm trying to put it so that you can see it moving and stuff. Yeah, I thought so. So let's do this. I'm just gonna let it swing for a minute, like it said. Okay, which way is yes? Okay. For me, that way has always been yes, so it's not a shock that it did that. Which way is my no? Can you see the subtle movement? My pendulum isn't super expressive, and it's kind of sassy, so I hardly ever use it. That, and I usually forget that I own it. Which is, I don't know. Okay, that's clockwise. Clockwise? Okay. Which is, I don't want to answer. I don't know if you can see that, but it's moving in a counterclockwise circle. It's very small, but it's moving in a counterclockwise circle. Okay. So now that we've established that, as it says to do on the thing, let us ask it some simple questions. Am I female? Okay, it's giving me the yes answer. Do I currently live in Arizona? Yes. Alright. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's ask it some questions, like some actual questions, just so you can get a sense of what it does and how it responds. because those two questions that we just asked were not very indicative of anything. Will seeing my godparents tomorrow be good? Okay, yes. So I'm going to have an enjoyable time seeing my godparents tomorrow. Will telling them about my father upset them? It's very small, you can kind of see it. It's saying yes. Should I confront my supervisor at work? No. Okay. Are things between me and my supervisor getting better? Okay, nice. I have noticed that things between me and... There was some drama at work. One of my supervisors slash coworkers was saying that she didn't like me for some reason, and I was actually kind of upset about that because I haven't done anything. But I've been being really nice to her lately, trying to see if showing her that the reason she doesn't like me isn't true would maybe help bridge the gap between the two of us. And I was at work yesterday and it seemed to be working alright, so the fact that the pendulum says that things are getting better between her and I is a good thing, and the fact that I've also noticed that changes is a good thing. Actually, I think now would be a good time to make a pendulum board. So I'm going to flash two images on the screen really fast. One of them is of a completely black board that just has the yes, no, maybe options. At least the makeshift, closer to the makeshift one that I will be making is the second one. It's purple and black, and it has letters, numbers, yes, no, and goodbye. So I'm going to follow kind of both of these pictures to create my own pendulum board. So yeah, let's make a pendulum board together. I'm actually gonna blow out these candles because they're pretty much running on their last legs. Alright, so let us begin. I'm probably gonna speed this part up just a little bit because it's gonna take me a little while to draw it, and I don't want you to have to suffer through that, but I don't want you to miss what I'm doing. I might edit over top of it what I'm doing and why I'm putting the things on it that I am. If I can figure out how to do that, I will do it. Other than that, just enjoy me drawing on this piece of paper. Alright, it looks pretty good. I mean, it's really shitty for a pendulum board, but it'll work for the moment. So across here I have all of the letters of the alphabet. I have numbers, I have yes, no, maybe, and can't answer, and then I drew a pentagram in the middle, just because I wanted to fill up the space, mostly. We're gonna use this and see if it works, and we're gonna find some stuff out. I mean, I guess. I always take all readings that I do, whether tarot card or pendulum, I kind of take them with a grain of salt, and it's more of a guidance to me rather than an actual prediction. In the article that I'm going to link to you, where I'm getting this information, or where I got the basic beginner steps, like how to set up your pendulum, I suppose, I'm going to link that article in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Yeah, so we're going to do this, and we're going to figure out if it works. Or how well it works, I should say. This is me doing this. Don't freak out. So, let's see. Let's do one that I see a lot on Tumblr, I suppose. What are the initials of my soulmate? I'm just gonna spin it. I don't know how to use these, so I'm just spinning it just to see if that makes a difference. The number 3. Alright. Super helpful. Thanks. What are the initials of my soulmate? Six. 3, 6. I don't know what it's trying to tell me here. I just realized I was going counterclockwise. Let's try clockwise. Okay, one more time. What are the initials of my soulmate?
Get out of here, stalker.
6 again. Okay, that was really weird. I don't know what that was or what the fuck just happened. If you heard that voice say, "Get out of here, stalker," please let me know, because I'm listening to music on my phone, and if that didn't come from my phone, I'm gonna freak out a little bit. But yeah, let's ask the Pendulum board. Did that voice come from my phone? Was it like an advertisement on YouTube or something? It's closer to yes than anything else, so I'm gonna take it. Alright, so that is that. That is how you use a pendulum. You can use them for scrying. Like this article that I'm going to put in the description box below. Like the article says, that he tells a story about how, or he gives a few examples. And one of the examples is one of their neighbor, their bunny ran away. And after like hours and hours and hours of searching, they couldn't find the bunny, so finally they turned to the pendulum to ask it the exact location of the bunny. And if you've seen, like, I'm just gonna throw this out as an example, if you've seen like Charmed, the old show from like 1998 or some shit like that, about 3 sister witches. Anyway, not gonna get into Charmed right now. They do a lot of scrying is what it's called. It's where you take like a crystal on the end of a cord like this, like a pendulum, and you pull out a map and you flip it down on a table and you basically just put it, like spin it in a circle like I was with the pendulum board itself. And eventually when you get close to the area, it will drop. And in Charm, they make it seem a lot more magical. I should say I know it's similar to that. And that kind of stuff does happen. Or you could probably use the pendulum board and it could probably spell out for you like the name of the street that you should be looking or you should be going. In the case of the bunny, where they should have been looking for it, it could have spelled out the name of the street. The article itself is not specific, but I feel like that's how that could happen. Alright guys, anyway, that is that. I don't know why this last clip was so close to my face and I didn't think about doing what I just did a little bit sooner. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video and all of this information about pendulums. I myself don't know a lot about them, so this was kind of a learning experience for me too. I will definitely be trying to use this little guy more in the future because it seems like they can be reliable. I'm just stupid. Let me know in the comments below if you liked it. Leave a like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Go find me on Snapchat, okay? Because I'm really funny when I want to be. But go find me on Snapchat, Skeleton Queen 0. You can find me on Facebook, which is also Witches Wonderland, and Tumblr, which is Subtle Little Clues. All of the links will be in this description box below. Even my Snapchat name is down there. I don't have a Twitter or an Instagram. But yeah. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed, and as always, blessed be. Bye guys.